Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? Pretty good here and stuff. So, continuation from the other day. We got that blade, of course. Some of you are asking, oh, what's the box underneath that box? Oh, it's just another blade. I actually got two of them. So we got, there's the old blade. There's the new blade. The Milwaukee Endurance. We'll see. And then that's the empty box from that blade. And then I got another spare too. So I got two big blades there. So yeah. So we got to put this guy on. Make sure we put it on the right way, which should be pretty straightforward. And try finishing our cut here. All right. So let's crack her open. This is actually wrapped really nice in like a nice plasticky baggy thing, as well as I think the other ones I got just come in a box, but I didn't realize there was already a hole in it. That's alright, we're good. Okay, so yeah, it should be that way. So this will be interesting to see how it cuts with less teeth on it. Now we should do a nice close-up of these nice sharp teeth. Hey, hang on. Alright, it's kind of hard to get a good shot, but that's that's pretty sharp tooth looking there. So she should cut pretty good, hopefully. We'll see. Milwaukee's a pretty good name usually, so I'm having faith. I'm having faith. Alright, so that should be the way. And you need like 12 hands here now. Beautiful. Then we got this huge honking big mother of a washer. It's slotted kind of thing to accommodate. And we got our another washer, a nut and a lock washer sort of kind of thing on here too. So that's good. And we got to make sure she gets tightened down real good. Probably pretty good. And then we got to put our tool back in our thing here. If I can, hold on a second here. There we go. And then we got to put our safety guardy thing back on here with the screws. Let's get them all started first, and then we'll tighten them in. The magnets, stuff stuck to it. It's funny. Okay, so originally the blade that was on here when it was brand new was absolutely no sparks to it at all, and it just went through like nothing, you know, like butter. So hopefully this one is somewhat roughly the same. So we got to plug her in, get all our safety gears and stuff on, give her a shot. Okay, so just before we start cutting again here, you might remember this from the other day. Let's look at the footage from this saw when the blade kind of finally let go on us. So let's have a look at that, and then we'll do this cut here. But there. That's definitely having problems. I should have been through that a lot faster already. I'm going to try to keep going here, but I guess I'm going to have to look for another blade. I think they're dull. I think the blades are dull. I'm like pushing and nothing's happening. So I'll try again here, but I might be out of luck. Out of blade, I do believe. Alright, so that's what happened. So let's see what happens here now. We're going to just throw on our safety gear. Probably should have earplugs in because it's loudish. Although it's maybe a sharp blade would be better. And maybe we'll just back out a little bit. We'll just kind of see how many sparks and stuff we got going on here. Hopefully very little, if none. So we're just going to make sure that it looks like it's in the same spot. Okay. Here we go. So quite a few less sparks, which is good. That's what it should be. I think that's kind of roughly what it was like before, if I can remember right. It was something sort of like that with when I had that new blade. So there we go. So that's our tongue piece cut. Now I got to do some more drilling and stuff. There's definitely some stuff there, so she seemed to cut her pretty good. It's all magnetized, though. It's funny. All that stuff sticking to it. Maybe it's static magnetic electronic activities of some sort. I don't know. So yeah, let's get our other tongue piece here. Now, of course, the other tongue piece is going to be way longer than what this piece is, but that's okay because I could potentially, which I probably won't need it that long, to slide it way out and have like a super long tongue, but I think that might be, I don't know if it's going to work or not. I mean, this is pretty strong, pretty beefy stuff, but once we get her loaded I don't know. She may have issues. So this is going to go back on here. Is that the right way up? And now I've got some drill marks set out here, so we're going to have to get her set up in the drill press. And show you how I'm going to measure and mark here. And I guess I'm going to do pilot holes first. And I probably should figure out where I actually really want it to be. But you know, it might not be a bad idea right now to, well, it'd be nice to have one drilled, at least I could hold it in position. I'm thinking of getting her clamped maybe right to the trailer. I don't know if I got long enough clamps though. I'd have to do that 4-inch plus, basically it would have to be that plus that clamped together just to see. I want to actually hook her to the tractor and see how she's gonna be and stuff, but I don't think I got a clamp big enough. I got one maybe. I don't know. Let's look here. Oh, it's so incredibly close. This is the big clamps I got. And the bottom one goes, but then the top's like, no. Darn it. Oh well, that's alright. Boy, oh boy. How else to hold that? I don't have any other bigger clamps. Darn it. I knew when I was looking at clamps a while ago, maybe I should get a couple of bigger ones, and I never did. But anyways, this is where this is going to mount right on there, and then the other beam will be about here. So that's the idea anyways, but I just don't have a clamp big enough to go around to smush them both. Well, all I can figure is maybe just start drilling some holes. We'll do our 2 right tight, so we'll drill a couple of pilots there, and then I don't know, I'm going to maybe pull her out so it's equivalent to around 4 feet, which I think that other trailer is, and it seems to work pretty good at that length. Is that going to be enough though? That's a fair bit out. So what I'll do is just keep 2 pilots here and then drill through the pilots again and then drill into this beam again, and then when I do my 3/4 I'll just drill through her all there. That should work. So that'll be 4 feet from the actual trailer. I just want to pop out and have a look at my other big trailer because I'm kind of thinking that length that it's on there should work pretty good. So let's go check that. Yeah, so it's like 4 feet from the frame of the trailer to like the end of the actual hitch. Okay. But now I've got beams that start about here. They're starting about here somewhere, so there's quite a bit more sticking out. So just by measuring another trailer, 4 feet, this would be like the frame of that other trailer, and then the beams start, the side mount beams start at about 10 inch. They're about 10 inch, so they're about here. It's getting pretty close. I think that'll work. So I'm gonna maybe do like, I don't know, I could make it a variety, like maybe every foot drill another kind of thing, you know. So first of all, we'll start by drilling when she's right down and in. Now I went around the corner a little bit with my welds here, I think just on this side if I remember right. Yeah, this side's not too bad here, so it kind of wrapped around on me a bit, so I might grind that off again to make her flush. I don't know if that's going to make a huge difference. It's not hitting right smack flush, you know, but yeah, I guess that'll be all right. Okay, so let's get this somehow mounted in our drill press. I don't exactly know how I'm going to manage all this yet, but we basically need to drill some 1/4 inch pilot holes. I didn't think about that one. 1/4 inch pilot holes, and then every foot down I'll maybe somehow mark on the other piece here, you know, like maybe a foot down from this one or something. I don't know, I haven't really figured it out yet. I'll do her as I'm doing her, I guess. So anyways, I'll get her mounted and we'll get some more drilling going here. Okay, I don't know if this is the best way to be doing this. I'm kind of thinking if I don't get these holes bang right on, when I slide her out, they're never going to fit the same. So, if I match them all to one hole, that'd be good, but it should be kind of in twos, I guess. So yeah, I don't know how this is going to work, really. We'll just have to drill her, I guess, and see. So, I'm trying my best to bang right in the center, but it may not end up like that. These holes on the tops here might have to be bigger than the holes inside, what I'm thinking. way it'll just kind of sort of fit. You know what I mean? Okay. While that's sitting together there, I'm going to go grab a 1/4 inch long bolt and stick it in there and keep it from moving. Alright. Find that down there. I got a frickin' splinter in my finger and it really hurts. It's one of those ones where it's like, ow! Right in the joint kind of thing. Okay, so this has to be kind of... I don't know if this is going to work, because I don't really have something that's set up like a jig to bang, 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 you know, nail them the same every time, so this may not work. I don't know. It may not line up between each other. So we'll drill it, I guess. There's that one done. And let's just see if this 1/4 drops through. That should be pretty good. Now, what my idea was to pull this thing out to my length I want and then drill another couple holes, or maybe 1 hole or something. I don't know. 1 will probably be lots. Kind of really don't think you need 2. I probably won't even use 2 all the time, you know, but the thing is, are they going to line up? So, pull this back. I don't know if this is going to be supported well enough here. That 4-foot line. And we still got a fair bit of meat left here. And we'll try drilling this front one, I guess. Seemed like it cleared through pretty good. Push this out a little more. Now we're getting to the point where it's getting a little probably top heavy-ish, front heavy-ish. But I think I still got enough hanging out the back here. I might try to drill this one too. Just barely hanging on. grips in there, I think, or something, bunging it up. There. So that is our extended hitch now. So that looks pretty good. So that'll be like a towing position. And when we want to unload and unload, I still don't exactly know how I'm going to figure out how to do this yet, but when I want to load and unload, we'll just slide that back in, put our pins back on, with the 3-point hitch, up she goes, and we should be good. So I have to drill out those all 3/4 now. I guess this can come apart. We'll load up our 3/4 bit. And I'm not going to drill them all at one. I'm going to take it all apart here, I think, and then drill it that way. There's still lots there if I want to make another set of holes. Which, you know, I should maybe do. I don't know if I want to go any much further out than what I was with it. That's pretty, that's going to be a long way out. Holy crap. But this would be the time to do her. Alright, I'm a little stuck to think whether I should do a 3/4 inch hole or a 1 inch. 1 inch is pretty big. Doesn't leave a whole pile of meat left. Oh wow, I got this one drilled pretty good, but this one's off a hair, but that's okay. She should still line up with its respective hole, hopefully. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh man, if those don't get bang on, they're not going to interchange with each other, so that should be alright. I'll eventually get used to her. It's not far out, but far enough, so yeah, I don't know, 3/4 inch or 1 inch, or it's kind of hard to make her 1 inch after you've already drilled a 3/4, but I guess if I have a 1 inch drill bit, which I think, well, it's on the floor now. This one here is a 1 inch, so if I have to, I could always hog her out, I guess, after with that big feller. So well, I guess we'll start at 3/4. Like I say, you can always drill her out, but it's hard to add more in if you know you get a 1 inch and it's like too much then. So this one here, these ones to start, I'm gonna have to drill them off the table. It looks like, again, a little bit, sort of, kind of ish. Better clean up my table a little bit here, maybe too. We'll get this just off to the side. You guys are probably not even in the general vicinity now. I'm just gonna drill the first one, I think, for you guys, and then crap, safety glasses. And then I'll just drill the rest of them, because I put you guys through a lot of drilling stuff the last little while here, and I imagine you're probably getting bored with drilling stuff, so I think that's what we'll do here. We'll just get this one drilled. And you're not really in a good spot there, because you won't be able to see too much. Hang on. Okay. Let's see here. Maybe we'll do her there. Yeah, I don't know. Some guys on the channel here just read me out. Oh, you gotta use lubrication on that. Holy cow. I don't know. That's like not even warm. You know, I drilled right through that, no problem. I don't know. I think the old schools and stuff have taught you, oh, you gotta have lubrication onto that. You know what? As long as you don't push her stupid hard, which I didn't, put some air to it, it works frickin' pretty good. I mean, that's pulling out, that's not just pulling out chips, that's pulling out like the little curly tails. I think that's pretty darn freaking impressive. You put, okay, so you put lube, like, I'm really upset about this because you put lube to this, like everybody says, oh, you gotta use cotton fluid. You get this grimy mess all grinding around there and it gets all like a muddy freaking, metal mess down there, and then you gotta take this and blow it out anyways. And then you spray some more crap on it, then it just kind of guzzes a little bit, and then it screws up again. Like, it's, I don't know. You get the right bit in there, it works pretty good. That's my thought anyway. That's pulling out a lot of material out of that. That's quite impressive, I think. See, now I don't have a grimy, greasy, gross old mess there that I have to frickin' clean all off with brake cleaner a whole bunch more and stuff just to get it, you know, clean. So, I don't know, these guys that are saying, you gotta use blah 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 on that cotton fluid, I don't know. There we go. There's a few stickers on there now that are kind of screwing things up, but that'll work good. I should have got some more of those, but I'm pretty sure I can get those at TSC. Okay, so we're good. We're drilled. I'm going to drill the rest of these. I won't put you through all that. And then we'll get her kind of mounted to the trailer, maybe spot welded or something. Enough that if I have to move it and take it off, I can do that. And then maybe we'll give her a little try. Let's see how she hooks with the tractor. Alright, there we go. We are drilled. And it went absolutely flawlessly. This is awesome the way this works. Got holes on both sides. All the pin should drop through them all, I would assume. Oh, yeah, that should be good. A little tightish. Oh, there's a slug in that one. I presume they're gonna be all good. So now, what is gonna dump out of? What is going to dump out of this tube here? Not too many crumbs, that's good. But there's one heck of a lot of train wheels now. Look at all those train wheels. If you had a train set that size, you could use these little guys as train wheels. Look at them all. Lots of little train wheels. That's kind of cool. Nifty. Alright, so we are drilled. Now, let's try this out here. Okay, so that's going to be the front. Grab our pin just to make sure everything drops through here pretty good. Looking pretty good. Alright, so we will potentially say, put our hitch in, and we could, a couple of burrs here and there, they'll wear off fast. Could potentially go at that spot, the stickers are making it not go in right. Or when we're ready to tilt. I haven't exactly figured out how I'm going to do this when it's still hooked to the tractor yet, but I'm ready to tilt. Put her in and tilt her. up she goes. Let's get these stupid sections off of here. Perfect, they both line up pretty good too. Alright, so, but now I don't think this hole probably won't line up with this hole. Not too well. Got stickers all over it. But that's okay, you probably should have two. It's not far out. Oh, half of it goes through. If I did that in my vise, it probably would have been better, but it's alright. There's a little burr still on these, but I think overall she'll hold her all right. And that's nice and tight fit there too, so there won't be any slopping there back and forth. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, I'm gonna go hook her onto the machine and maybe give her a little spot weld. See how she's looking. All right, we're just spot welded the tongue frame piece on for right now. Should hopefully be strong enough to just to test her out. So we're gonna put this beam in. Lock her in there, and go get the tractor, and we'll see if she's gonna hook up. Setting, that's probably good because the pin's only about another 2 inches below that. So let's lift her up here and see how things react. Oh, that's perfect. I'll show you why. The ground there. That's pretty awesome. I'm liking that. So that won't be much of a jump to, and then up we go. That's pretty awesome. Put her down again here. There we go. Now the tractor's sitting a little weird here and there, so it might vary a little bit. But we're right down there now. And how is she looking for level-ish? It's just a little bit up on the front, but that's not too bad. I don't know if I'd want her down too much lower anyways, because the pins I use in here I might have to shorten a bit. These guys here might be a little bit too low, but it should be all right. So now, I don't know if I just kind of push her ahead a little bit, if that'll extend out or not, but it'll probably pull the whole thing. Yeah. So you would have to, looks like unfortunately, get some weight off it. I would think here. Which you could do with a little jack or something. So now that should pull out. Yeah, it's extending it out now. And it's extending it back in. Kind of funny. So there's our extended version, I'm gonna say. So that's halfway back now, so let's see now where she lands. That's still pretty close to the ground back there. It's not off the ground like it was before, but we got a little bit of play here. See, that's what it's gonna do if I load it while it's like that. It's gonna bounce a little bit. But geez, that's all right. Now, just for fun, let's try our last position here. If I can manage her. Oh, they jumping. Where is it? Gotta be here somewhere. There. Now, I wouldn't probably tow it in this length, but you know, with an empty trailer, you could. Well, that's not too bad. That's a really long way out. Oh boy. Let's put her back up. Yeah, it's way different story there. We got like probably about this much under it, which is still not bad overall, but that'll probably lift the rear of that tractor off the ground or just bend the hitch all the crap. I don't really want to do that, so we better not do that with her. Well, that's where I wanted that to land. That's pretty good. And now you got to remember too, I still got to attach my supports down to wherever. So let's try to get that hooked back on here again. And it's going to pull this back in. Need some sort of a jack, looks like, in there. That's all right. I was kind of wanting one anyways for it, so. Okay, so to have that turned as if I was turning real sharp, but I don't think I can do that in here. I better not do that until I get her welded on good. I just want to see where my clearances are going to be. You know what? That's actually looking like it's really not going to be too bad. Let's put you on a tripod. Hang on. So my concern was when the tire, when we turned, the tire comes over, it would bind onto this a little bit, but I think because I'm shorter here, we're going to be pretty good. So if that goes in about here somewhere, to about there somewhere, or even tighter, we could go tighter with sorry, earphone users. We could go a bit tighter with it. About there somewhere. It's quite a bit of clearance there. I think we're going to be pretty good. I think that's going to work out nice. Give you an aerial shot here. It all depends where I find I want to mount these. I think I'm going to spread them a little wider. That's kind of the rough area. Down here somewhere, maybe close to this pin. Find out what angle we need, cutter, and drill them on, or weld them on. But I should probably get the rest of this welded, I guess, on the tongue here. Better do that up. Okay, check this out. This is pretty awesome. I had to cut the, hang on, I gotta figure which way's which. Here we go. I had to cut these brace dewies here, and I haven't got a saw to cut angles like that, so Holy crap, how did I do it? So, this is supposed to go under here. And you can find roughly where it's supposed to go. Not too high. Somewhere there and somewhere there. Should give us our pretty sweet looking stabilizer arm bars. It's going to need a little finagling here and there, but that should give us a pretty good angle. Yeah, that jack's pushing up weird on it there. It was fitting a lot nicer than that. Yeah, that looks like it's got to go in more. Oh yeah, she's going to need some finagling. Good. Okay. So I left a little bit inside, so I had some to weld to with this cut. You can see where she's going to mount to, and mount to, and then way over there mount to. So I'll get lots of purchases for welds here, under there, here, under there, you know, along here will be a really good one. There'll be lots of welding onto that, so that'll make it good and strong. But you might be asking, whoa, how do you do those? Well, let me tell you,